Hi, so to start my reflection on transcripts, I'd never really seen or read a play quite like this before, so I thought it was very interesting and exciting experience for me to read through it. It was a very compelling exploration of the lives of the trans women, told in their own words, which made me even more hooked. And the story was unique, honest, funny, moving, insightful, and inspiring for each of the different ones, for each of the different characters. Going through the talkback questions, there were a lot that I could answer, but starting with the first one, asking which stories or characters resonated with me the most. Regarding the characters, I definitely think I connected the most with Zakia. I'm not an African-American trans female in my late 30s, but I am really interested in social work, and I think it was really cool how she was in a beauty pageant, and throughout the play, I could tell she was smart, honest, religious, principled, and she was very self-assured and confident, which I think is really important and definitely is something that made her such a well-rounded character. For the next question, what I learned from the play, I definitely learned a lot of things, but I think the main thing is how important it is to respect others. The stories of this play deal with bullying, acceptance, gender, even medical care. It's very important to know how to interact with people who have different backgrounds, genders, passions, and viewpoints as you. And we need to support others rather than putting them down in situations like this. And when people are in the middle of transitioning in a situation like this. For my third question, but the fourth question on the list, my perception of trans people definitely changed as a result of the play because I don't really know a lot of people in my family or my friend groups who have been through this transition or know people who have been through this transition. So I really didn't have a lot of experience or knowledge of this topic before the play. And I think it's also really important to make them feel as welcome and give them the love that they deserve. For the question asking how I could be a better ally to the trans community, I just think it's really important to not make assumptions, to educate myself better about pronouns, to understand the difference between coming out as lesbian, gay, or bisexual and coming out as transgender. It's also really important to just be kind, have patience, and have respect for other people in general. Finally, asking how the women of the play differ from the trans women I've seen portrayed elsewhere is interesting because I've really only seen it through social media. Like I said before, I don't really have a lot of people close in my life who have gone through this experience, but seeing it on social media is a lot different than having someone to help go through this transition. So reading about these stories and struggles really opened my eyes to how important it is to be understanding and supportive. And then one question I would like to ask is if there was a character in the play who should have been treated a lot differently and what you would do to treat